Though NRIs stay out of their home country for a long time, some of them may want to spend the later part of their lives back in India. People with such a plan may want to invest in Indian real estate. Since COVID-19 has pulled down the prices of real estate, this might be the right time for you, NRIs, to invest some bucks in this segment. Hi, I'm Apurva from ClearTax. Here I am with 10 things you must know about policies and regulations applicable to NRIs on purchase of real estate in India. 1. No permission required. Non-resident Indians can purchase any immovable property in India, and such purchase does not require any special approval. 2. No restriction. There is no restriction on the number of immovable properties an NRI can buy. That is applicable to both residential and commercial properties. 3. Payment guidelines. The payment for such purchase must be made in Indian rupees. The funds for the purchase must be received in the country through normal banking channels and must be held in a non-resident account as per the Foreign Exchange Management Act and the Reserve Bank of India. 4. On par with residents. NRI investments are treated at par with resident Indians' investments in the property market. 5. Restriction on agricultural land. NRIs are not permitted to purchase agricultural land or plantation property in India except the case where it is inherited. If you insist on acquiring an agricultural land or a plantation property through purchase, you must follow a special procedure and seek permission from RBI through a lawyer before the purchase. 6. Tax liabilities. If you are planning to sell a property after holding on to it for a while, then tax will be deducted at source at 20% plus surcharge plus health and education cess. You may claim an exemption under sections 54, 54EC and 54GB of the Income Tax Act, where the proceeds from the sale of such residential house property will be invested in a notified relevant asset in India. Long-term capital gains are taxed at 20.8% and short-term capital gains are taxed at slab rates with a maximum of 31.2% inclusive of health and education cess. The surcharge shall apply over and above these rates if the total annual income exceeds Rs 50 lakhs. However, you can claim a refund while filing your income tax returns if you qualify for a lower tax slab. 7. Housing loans. RBI has authorized banks and housing finance companies to provide loans to NRIs for the purchase of residential properties in India. Such loans will be processed and sanctioned in Indian rupees and must be repaid in the same currency. 8. Loan disbursement. Upon approval, the loan amount is regulated to be disbursed either to the seller's or the developer's account and not to the loan seeker's account. As of repayments, it can be transferred from the NRI's NRE or NRO account or from the FCNR deposits. 9. Power of attorney. Since NRIs live outside India, they can appoint a friend or a relative to complete the property purchase procedure. 10. Repatriation of proceeds from the sale of property. You need to submit Form 15CA and 15CB to repatriate funds out of India. Not just the desire of purchasing property in India. Now you have the basic knowledge of what properties you can purchase and the regulations applicable. So plan your next step accordingly.